Evening all, and welcome to Factory Town. This is a extremely early alpha game created by Erik Asmussen, as I think I'm butchering that name, but sorry, but yeah, this is extremely early version of the game. It's so early, in fact, that a lot of the graphics are all placeholders, and there's no sound at all, no music, no sound, no nothing whatsoever. So it's going to be quite a silent video, this one. But I've watched some other YouTubers play this, and absolutely fell in love with it. So as soon as I had the chance to get my hands on it, I did, and we're going to build a settlement and watch it go. It's not really a settlement game. It's a bit more like Factorio, where you have conveyors and chutes and things, and you've just got to build an economy, essentially mine resources and get things going. But yeah, it looks as if it's going to be quite a fun sort of thing to do. So let's have a look. See here. Do I want to go with a large map, or we'll go with a large map because why not? And there's loads of different types to go on. And see here, look, there's loads of absolutely mountain lakes. Let's have a look here. I like these are quite rough. From what I've seen in this game so far, you need flat land. You need flat land to build things because it costs money to level areas out. And although I don't think money's going to be a major problem, it will do to start with. So, yeah. Oh, that could be interesting. You can build bridges and things. That's volcanic islands. Oh, wow, lots of water there. Again, you can raise the land up to get rid of the water, so that's not a desperate problem. But once again, money. Archipelago is going to be lots of water again. Yeah, pretty much the same. Flat is just going to be a general flat land, isn't it? That's going to be, yeah, that's not all that exciting. And empty is exactly what it says on the tin. So I think I'm going to go with plains and rivers. I think that's what I'm going to go with. That seems like a good idea there. Got a little circle there, and let's try again. Let's have a look. See. There we go. That'll do. And I'm going to turn off the autoplay space because I'm going to put my base where I want to. Your base is obviously the start of everything. It's an infinite storage bay, basically. So right, let's do this one, shall we? Right. The premise of the game is obviously. Oh, I thought I turned off autoplay space. Yeah, well. Okay, the premise of the game is basically you have to build houses, and the houses create workers. The houses require resources, so you have to have your workers like gathering wood to do the houses and things like that. So then they want things like food, cloth, so on and so forth. So you're constantly adding to it, and the more bit houses you have, and the more upgraded them you've done, the more workers you get, so the more you can do things. And like Factorio, you go through and get faster production things and other bits and pieces. So first and foremost, let's start off here. We're going to gather some things there. To gather resources, you left click on a worker, right click and hold, and then drag to where you want to drop it off. So right click starts it and drops it off, and that'll do things nice and happily there. You're gathering stone and some wood. I think I'm gonna have you drag some more wood in there, and you I'm not really happy about that starting area there, but it's not too bad. We could build over here. Distance is a problem to start with because obviously things build slowly, but well, sorry, not build slowly. Things take a long time to travel. You obviously only got the people that can travel, the workers. You can get carts and things later on. So where do I want to build my actual town? Let's have a look. See here. The camera spins very, very quickly. I suppose my first house I'm just going to put down here somewhere. We're not going to worry about it. We're not going to design things properly. Oh, we actually have a build menu down here. That's quite cool. We'll put a house. How do you press R to rotate? And we'll put a house, say, just there. That'll do. Right. Okay. So, this house wants food. So, to do that, to start with, we can just grab grain and drop it straight in the house. And that'll keep them happy. You see, we've got terrible happiness, which means our productivity is down to 75%. Not too bad at the moment, but if we had, say, a lumber mill or a farm or something, it would only be working at 75%. You can get up to 125%, which is awesome. So, right. And it wants us to build a worker for the tutorial. I will go through the tutorial just because why not? And it wants us to build a path as well. Okay. The paths just require wood. So that's not too bad. There we go. And of course, travelling on paths means it's faster for the workers to do things. So, okay, right, and there we go. We're on 125 happiness now because you've got the only thing you require, which is food. Awesome. Okay, so next thing to build is a lumber mill. Apparently, what does this do? Turns wood into planks. Okay. We apparently can't afford it. Right, what do we need? What do we need? Building. We need 20 wood, and we have 19. You, oh. Gotta remember to click and drag. There we go. Right. Anyway, we have 21 now. So, building lumber mill. Let's put that. Now, I'm going to put things in very bad places to start with. I know that. Yep, I'm going to put that there. And then what I want to do is one of you that's gathering wood, is that you? Right. Instead, you are to gather wood to there, please. Right. And that will turn wood into planks. And planks are needed for building other things. So we have now got new buildings unlocked. Okay. Collect the planks. Have a worker collect the planks. Right. Let's see here. You. In fact, no, not you. Let's build. Oh, we've already got all the workers we can have at the moment. Oh, I do have to. Oh, right. Okay. You. Stop. If you just right click anywhere, they walk to it and cancel what they're currently doing. So, right. So to get resources out of the building, you must have the building. You get this little option here, which is you can do supply the lumber mill with all. Yeah, but you can right click on the resource again and drag out and drop, and then that will create a path tracing the lumber from the lumber mill to there, which is good. So now we have planks coming in, which is awesome. So now we want to upgrade this house. Apparently, so upgrading the house requires 10 gold and 5 lumber. You get gold by selling things to houses. So, for instance, we've got the gold by selling food to the houses. So, yeah. So if we upgrade this, and it gives you a bit of hint here, if it requires planks to upgrade, the next item they probably want will be planks. At least I believe that's so. We upgrade that house, and yep, you can see now they want food and planks, which is shelter apparently. I suppose that could be done. Oh, they could be stone bricks or planks. Okay, that's okay. And then the next one you see would require cloth, so therefore we'd have to have cloth production to keep them happy. Let's go. Right. So we can build another worker. Let's put down a worker. You there. And then you can take planks to there. And everyone is happy. Awesome. Right, this probably needs supplying a bit faster. Yeah. Right, the market. The market is the one of the most important buildings, I think, for houses. At the moment, we are supplying this house manually. We're giving it lumber, we're giving it food, and it's happy. But if we had 3 or 4 houses, for instance, it would be very difficult to supply all of them with workers, because obviously a house only gives you 1 worker until you upgrade it, and then that's fine. But a market, see here, a market has an area. See that green area? And that's the area it can supply. So you would put all your resources into the market, and it would automatically supply houses in that area, which is awesome. Which is pretty good, because it means you can put it down. Obviously, the trees in the way. But I could put it down there, and it will cover every house in that large area. It's quite useful. See, this is where I was thinking of that. I might move over to here. You can get rid of resources. I don't really want to. I want to try and keep all of them. But before we do that, I don't know whether I actually have the ability to build. I can build scaffolding. Scaffolding allows you to build bridges over places, because obviously we would have to supply the market with things to supply houses. So going over there might be a bad idea. It might be a bit too far. I think for now I'm going to put the market in down here. This is a really terrible layout. This is absolutely awful doing this sort of thing. It's all a bit too crammed up. You will want lots of spaces. So you see workers, they walk around each other. They don't go to each other, through each other. And the same for carts and things like that. They don't do things. And carts are a bit weird as well, because when they run into each other, sometimes they can just stop dead for no reason. But I'm going to put the market in there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, not you, you. I'm going to take grain to there instead. And you are going to take lumber to there instead. Okay. And see, rather than leave them stuck. Hello, I think I've done something wrong there. Yep, done something wrong there. You to there. There we go. See, rather than the workers going there and just stopping, they can load the market up, fill it up with things, and then the market will automatically deliver 2 houses as and when required. So that means we could build another house, which I think I will do. Put another house in there. Can't afford another one yet. Okay, and that gives us some more workers. And of course, we can upgrade this one straight away because we have the resources, and it will instantly get what it requires because this has got bits in it. So awesome, and that gives us a lot more workers. Right, so we need a grain mill. A grain mill turns grain into flour, and then flour can be turned into bread for better food-wise. You'll see here when you mouse over things, it's got there. Grain provides 1 happiness. There's this bar here fills up by 1 point. I'm not sure how full it gets. Flour will give it 6, and bread will give it 10. So if I assume that's a 10 bar, 1 to 10, 1 bread will supply all the way up, and then it ticks down slowly over time. So 1 bread provides a lot more than what it needs. At the moment, it's not too bad because the grain's doing enough. But when you have sort of a dozen houses, you want the bonuses things. So let's see here. You want us to build we've got a school. That's for research. You want us to build a grain mill. Now that's fine and all, but one, I can't afford it. Why can't we afford it? Grain mill requires lumber. We don't have any lumber. We are struggling for lumber. Why is that? Because you are struggling for wood. Okay, let's get some more workers, shall we? Let's have 2 workers. Let's say you put trees into there, and you put trees into there. You can see sometimes they take weird paths. See, he's coming along here, down here, picking up wood, and then this time he's going that way. But if he got blocked, he'd go around, which is okay for walking through these. But you've got to be careful with it because sometimes, like with a cart, for instance, if he got blocked going, if he got blocked coming down to this tree here, he might travel all the way around here to the bottom. So it's a bit of forward planning. This is terrible layout, absolutely terrible. Don't follow this, whatever you do. But I'm just sort of emphasising here. I do want to move over to here Because I wouldn't have put the base there. I thought I turned off auto generate base, but I guess I didn't. Yeah, I think I'll move over to here and build my village here, but right now we're just getting going. So, a grain mill. A grain mill. Let's see here. Still requires lumber. We don't have enough. There we go. Now we have enough lumber. Yeah, right. So, grain mill there. Okay. Right, and now we need to sell flour to people instead of selling that. So you are to change jobs. You are to now, instead of putting corn in there, you are to put corn in the grain mill. Okay. And to make flour, it requires 3 grain. So it's going to be a little bit slow at the moment. Let's bring in our next 2 workers because we can. And you are going to take flour to there. Okay, that appears to be working. You're not standing around for too long, anything, are you? No, everything's fine. Your workers, when they've got like 3 Zs above their head, they're sleeping, obviously, they're not doing anything. When they've got 3 dots like there, that means he's waiting. He's waiting for this to finish processing something before he can do something. Because obviously the lumber mill is having the lumber put into here and the lumber's coming out into there. But that's just not producing enough. It requires 2 planks and my people are walking quite far around. See, he keeps getting blocked. So, yeah. I think what I can do is if I build another path along here, speed things up a little bit, isn't it? Oh, right. Okay, so the next one we want to build a workshop, which can greatly automate your village. Okay. What's this one? We've got a pasture now. I don't know what that does. Produces animals. Okay. A workshop. Workshop requires a worker. We don't have any. So I'm going to have to build another house. Which I can't put there yet because that still has 28 stone in it. Resources do disappear. If you're gathering them this way, you can get like foresters for trees, do infinite things. There's infinite wood, sorry. And what was the other one? The mine does infinite stone. So, right. Let's have a look at flattening the terrain. So, with flatten the terrain, it costs 5 gold to flatten the terrain. I just want to flatten that area out there. So, if I grab that block and move over like that, there we go. You grab for flattening, you grab where you want to flatten it and then drag over to where you want to be, and that will flatten the land. Like so. I think that was the one I wanted. No, I need to go one more. That was the wrong one. That was completely the wrong one. That was a waste of 5 gold there. Tools, flatten terrain. It's this one I want. There we go. Right. It is a bit weird. Sometimes you've got to go a bit further than you expect. But, okay, there we go. And not that I need a path, but I'm going to build one anyway. Right. So now we have 14 people. You're happy because you have suppliers. Yep, you've got loads of stuff in there. You're happy. In fact, we can upgrade you straight away and you will get what you require. See, the bags are filling that up by almost a quarter ago, so that probably goes to about 40, which is awesome. Okay, we've got our little bustling people running around. Quite a busy village going on at the moment. Right, the next building was a workshop, wasn't it? That was what they recommended. Yes, build a workshop. Okay. I don't really know what the workshop actually does, if I'm honest. I'm really limited on space there. Ah, there we go. We've got rid of... I don't want to put anything here. I'll put some houses here. I can't really go over there. That's a bit too tall. I suppose we'll go down here. It's a bit out of the way, but... Well, yeah. Okay, so what does the workshop do? The workshop can make wooden wheels, cloth conveyor belts, books and cloth. Okay. So the workshop is a proper multi-purpose building. And barns, we've unlocked barns. Right. A barn is a storage shed that can only store 4 different types of items. It's got 4 slots with 10 of each in it, I believe. So that's quite useful. The great thing about a barn is when you put it down, anything that goes in the barn does end up in your main resources here, so you can build from it. Basically, they're like a storage one. So this, for instance, if I say make conveyor belts, I could put a barn opposite and say drop the conveyor belt into that barn, and then it would fill up the barn with conveyors and not my main base. The barns do have limited storage, so it lets you cap a little bit, I suppose. And we've unlocked fences as well. Half stairs. We finally have the chute and cloth conveyor belt. And a wagon. And a wagon. Cool, right. So, the workshop. To make wooden wheels, which is probably what we want, we could do with lumber. So, let's build another worker. And you are going to take lumber from there to there. Okay. And then I think we will build a barn. I'd like to put it opposite it, but I don't really want to destroy them trees yet. So I'm going to put it there with a gap in between so people can get around. I'm going to severely regret doing this. I'm going to run out of space in an instant, and yeah, everything's going to be awful. Right. What are you trying to grab? Stone. You've run out of stone. Okay. We do have some more stone down there. But I think for the minute, you are going to grab wooden wheels and put it in that barn. Okay. We've got 3. We need 4. We need 4 wooden wheels to make ourselves a cart. A cart does count as a worker. You see he's just waiting there. There we go. That's 4. There we go. So let's build a wagon. Right. Boom. A wagon. A wagon does count as a worker, as I said. And right, you stop. Okay. You was getting the wood from there, the lumber. So if I tell the wagon instead to do that, then you'll see the wagon carries 4 items at once instead of the 1. Slower than a worker, but does carry 4 at once. So that means the barn can, the workshop can probably be working a lot faster, which is good. I didn't know wagons could go through corn. I know they can't go through trees, I believe. They have to go around them. So yeah. But that's all good. All good. Right, the grain mill is full. You are full. Everything is full. Okay, let's build some more houses. Houses 3x3. They are, aren't they? Damn it! Can I remove that path? Yes, I can. Awesome. To remove things, there isn't a bulldoze tool. To remove buildings, you have to click on the building and go delete to remove them. And you can rotate buildings when they've been put down already. That's quite useful. So you can do that and press R to spin it round. But to delete paths and anything else, you need to go into the build menu to wherever it was. So you pick a path and then you right click and it removes that path. It's very difficult to see because the ground obviously turns a sort of darker colour. But yeah, right clicking does that. Same for chutes or pieces. I'll show you the chutes in just a moment. Let's build another house here, shall we? And we want to grade and upgrade. Okay. Okay, we're on 24 people now. Upgrading has is good as well because it means they spend more money, which means you get more money, and everything is awesome. Right, so chutes. Let's build a very simple chute system. I'm thinking we'll do it with the wood to start with a minute. Chutes just like paths. You can click and drag. You gotta drag very slowly though, and they will connect up like that. Or you can press Tab to go into precise mode, and then push R to rotate things around to point exactly how you want them to do. So, for instance, if you was to run this along that way, it would not drop into the lumber mill because it's not facing the lumber mill. If you know what I mean, it's not connected to it. So you can precisely do that and have it turn into the lumber mill, and that would work fine. And what we can do now is we can say, worker, do that. Can you get in here? Oh, you got to go around. Okay, that's okay. You go around. Oh. You to there. And we've got. Right. Hold on a minute. You stop, and you stop. Right. Okay, so something has gone terribly wrong. I told you to put something on the conveyor. Conveyors can go both directions if you're not careful. If you don't put it on the end of the conveyor, it can go both directions. So that's what I've done there. So what I need to do is I need to right-click the chute. I need to add it back in again, and everything will start flowing. And so long as you always tell them to put it on the end of the conveyor, there should be no problem. And you see, it's going down the conveyor and into there. There are a limit to chutes. I don't believe tier 2 goods is the best way to describe it. It's not really that way, but raw resources can go on chutes. That's fine. That's not a problem at all. So trees, grain, stone, that sort of thing can go on chutes. But the lumber can't. It will not go into a chute and then the chute go down there. You need conveyors for that. So, yeah, that doesn't really help there. And to make cloth conveyors, you need cloth, wooden wheels, and stone brick, which we don't have. I will have to transfer over to this side here. We've got stone here and here. Some herbs. Yeah, I'm thinking, and stone down here as well. Yeah, I think we shall transfer over to this side here, and maybe move some of our houses and other bits and pieces, and set up some stone production going, because we are running a little bit low on resources at the moment, but everything will build up in time. It's not really a major problem. Yeah. Okay, but that move we'll have to wait until the next episode, because I've noticed we're approaching the half an hour limit. So, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. I'm definitely going to be carrying on playing this game. I wanted to get my hands in it for a long time, so I'm going to enjoy this. And I hope you'll come along and join me for the ride. So, yes, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you see you again next time. And until then, as always, have fun.